a slimy-looking larva to a beautiful honeybee. Sammy and his team call it the mite insight system.
What do you learn from spying on them and watching them do this and invading all of their privacy?
I am invading their privacy, and it's very important that I do so because before, when people wanted to see what was going on with the mites, they had to open individual cells after a certain amount of time, and the influx of air into the cell lets the mite know the jig is up. They know I'm here, and they stop doing all the things they were doing before. They stop reproducing. They will sometimes continue to feed, but most of the time they'll just try to get out of the cell. At that point, you've created a stop-motion system where you can tell what was going on the moment you opened the cell, but before and after is a mystery. Well, I'm tired of those mysteries. I want to see everything that happens here, and I want to be able to catalog all the different behaviors and how long they're doing each thing, and discover if there are any potentially weak links in their life cycle. And so what we end up doing here is by filming all 10 days they're running around down here inside of the cell, we have the opportunity to really see all the different things that they're doing and actually catalog all of it and turn it into a data set.
For example, Sammy can see if and how a baby honeybee could take down a mite. One way the bees do this is with silk, which they use to build their cocoons. If the bee picks up on a mite, it'll go into a frenzy and print that mite down to the bottom of the cell using silk fibers. The key is for the bee to do this before the mite latches on.
It only takes 3 or 4 silk fibers, and that mite can't get up anymore. And so I'm wondering, is there a way that we can jumpstart that ability and kind of more strongly encourage them to do this really fast? Because if they can outsmart the mites at this stage of the life cycle, they can stop them from hopping on their face and doing all the nefarious things they do during the rest of the time these bees are in the cell.
Watching the mites chow down on the bees in the imaging system also gives Sammy and his team insights into how the mite keeps itself alive.
Oh, did you see that burrow going around there? So both mites survived, but did not reproduce. Why? Alright, so here's the thing. There is a infertility rate in colonies that ranges wildly, and we don't know why. The last paper I read about it was between 8 and 62% in the study that they did. The mites would go into the cell, do their fairly normal behaviors of feeding, but then just for whatever reason choose not to reproduce.